That brings me to an interesting point where, how we kept getting these action games with Resident Evil, and people were kind of rejecting them. Then so they kind of like reverse course with Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village. Imagine if the discourse would be if those weren't games, those were movies. We're making a Resident Evil movie, and it's like based on the redneck family and giant vampire lady. People would shit their pants like. Welcome to the Atomic Cult Media Podcast, where we talk about movies and shows and games and a bunch of other bullshit. So we're just kind of stream of consciousness this episode, and we're just going to catch up on everything we've missed out on for the past month and just talking about it. So I'm Wes. This is my co-host, Luke. You can find him at Omogand on Twitch, streaming almost every day.
Every night.
We starting with that, anything you've been playing or watching or anything for the past month that we haven't really been chatting.
Okay, well, this new game came out that I played for a while. I'm taking a break on it for now, but it's still a good game. It's called Skull Hoard. It's a okay, so remember Vampire Survivors? It's like that, but you're like, the whole story of the game is you were a full body, and then you were going to do some kind of ascension ritual to become a god, but your head got cut off, and now your body is rebelling against its own head or some shit like that. So you're a floating skull, one of 5. There's 5 different characters you have to unlock. You start with one, but you summon skeleton. Like, you're a necromancer, basically. Like, you don't directly fight anything, except some characters do have an attack, and you have one skill you can use. And then you pick all the different excuse me. You pick different units that you want, and then the more of one unit you get, it upgrades itself. So like, if you get 3 pikemen, it becomes a champion pikeman. Then you've got to build another champion pikeman, and once you get 3 of those, now you have I can't remember I may have it wrong, but basically it's Vampire Survivors, but you're leading a legion of skeletons, and it's pretty fucking cool. It's very new. It's pixel art. It's all pixel art. Very, very, very nice pixel art. The game is a lot of fun. I've got, let me see how many hours I've got.
Is it kind of a budget game?
Oh yeah, dude. There's not that often I pay full price, or like, and also it's one of those things where, hang on, I'll go to the store page right now. It's one of those games where it's like, you know how a lot of these indie games come out, and then like the first 2 weeks they're like 15% off. That's what this is. But it's $13 right now. But when I bought it, It was under 10. It was like $9.50 or something. Yeah, it's fucking great. And I've got how many hours in it? Let me look. 41 hours, and that's for playing it pretty legit for a week. I played it on stream a few times. But that game is fun. I would recommend that to anybody that likes roguelikes or whatever, like Vampire Survivor. I always get those confused. Like, I don't know. I don't want to call Vampire Survivors game a roguelike, because like a roguelike to me is you're like playing a person. And here I go getting off track when I said I wouldn't, but you know the difference, right? Where you're just a guy and you buff him up and he just attacks on his own shit nilly-willy. And then, or Hades, where you're a guy running around through a dungeon doing all that, but once you die, you're dead. So I guess it's just because if you die, you're dead. I think that's but I almost thought there was a difference. So like, maybe there is. I don't know. I'll look that up on my own time. However, get back on point.
I think it's like incremental upgrades too. After you die, you get like an incremental upgrade a little bit. Yeah. So yeah,
something is permanently upgraded. Yeah, I guess maybe like the rogue lite, LITE, would be like Vampire Survivors or the Skull Hoard or Mega Bonk, and rogue like is probably more closer like Hades or the TMNT game. going to Haiti. That's not my bad. Check out our Patreon. You'll find some cool ass shit over there. Stuff like that.
There was, well, they came out on PS5, that Soros game, and it's from the Harlock, or what, the House Mark, I think is what they're called, the developer, and they made that Returnal game. I played that Returnal game. It's too fucking hard. But I'm interested in that Soros when it's not $70. But they said it's as easy as you want to make it, because you get like permanent upgrades and stuff. So yeah, I've always kind of enjoyed those. As long as you can upgrade. Did you stream yourself
playing that Returnals game?
No, I played a little bit of it. I'm like, this isn't for me. I never bought it. Damn it!
I would have wanted to watch that.
No,
yeah, no, you're fine. I've watched it anyway. But then I played that. I was kind of fucking around with Grand Theft Auto Online again. I just play like solo lobbies and just do stupid shit. Just sometimes I just want to drive a car and just do payphone hits and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of like Street Fighter again. I'm trying to get better with my joystick. And I don't mean that as a euphemism for anything. I just mean my actual joystick. I've never been as good at fighting games on a stick as I am. I'm getting a lot better, but I've always been like a control pad guy because we came up with consoles, you know that. Hell, you still use a control pad when you play PC games. I still use a control pad. Like, there's a lot of times when I'm playing Diablo 4, I use a control pad while on PC. Just because it's just easier. You can't finger as many buttons. It's all right there. But I just like I like the control of that stuff a lot more. Also, the Diablo 4 expansion came out. I've not played very much of that, not because it sucks, but because, and I've said this before, I hate when a DLC comes out and it makes you play through the storyline. I don't mind story games. I don't mind story in games. I don't like them in my dungeon or in my ARPGs though. I'm so used to I just want to zoom in my boom boom. I just want to do that. And so you're like having to go through all these story beats and it's whatever. That's a me thing. That doesn't make it suck. It slogs me down because I wish I could be doing hell runs or whatever you want to call it. Though there's so much in-game shit and I can't remember half of it. But that would be like gaming stuff. And then TV, I picked up watching, we talked about this before recording, Shoresy. That's a TV show about a hockey team. Not like a NHL hockey team, but like I think the step under that or whatever. And it's a comedy show. It's a spinoff of Letterkenny. I know you said you wasn't familiar with that. It's a Canadian comedy TV show on the I don't know what their channel. I used to know what that was called. I keep wanting to say SCTV because that's where they came from, was the Great White North. But I watched all 5 current seasons of that so far. It's been very good. I've rewatched that a lot. It's funny because my family gives me shit, and they're right. There's a lot of montages on it. There's like 3 montages in every episode where it's just slow motion and like thumping music. Like it, but I mean, it's during moments that are poignant to the story a lot of the times, but it's almost like kind of like filler, but it's I don't know how to describe, but I still like it, and I've been watching that a lot. So I'd say that's about it. I haven't watched any new TV or new movies that I can remember or anything. I watched this fucking one movie there a week ago that sucked pretty fucking bad. It was called Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Go watch that video on Atomic Cult Media.
Yeah. Our watch along, our reaction to it, because haven't watched it since it was on VHS at one time, and then this is your very first time watching it. So
yeah, and you need to make Penny watch that too. Yeah, you need to make her watch some bad movies. You got her. Why the fuck she gets to watch The Sopranos and shit and all this cool ass? You're gonna have her watch The Wire next or something, and then what am I watching? Showdown in Little Tokyo, which I am kind of hyped to see that though.
Yeah.
There's good actors in that movie. It's just a bad movie, but it's a good bad. That fucking outfit he's in the end, holy shit. Come watch this next week.
Yeah.
Anyways, you can tell what have you been doing? What have you been playing?
Yeah. I haven't really been playing anything. I've been watching a lot of TV. I've been trying to keep up on TV. It's like nothing's on and then everything's on all at once.
Mhm.
Okay, so one I just started. It's on Apple TV called Widow's Bay. It's kind of like a horror comedy series from Katie Dippold from The Heat and Ghostbusters. It's pretty good. I
I
kind of
recognize
liking
that
it.
name from, I think, she wrote, well, she's a writer, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I
The
know she's written for some comedy shows that we've
mhm.
watched. I've seen that name in credits, but go ahead.
Yeah, I would liken it to if Stephen King made Twin Peaks. It takes
Fuck.
place on this like island where Matthew Rice, he's like the mayor, and he's trying to like make it become like a tourist destination, but like it's haunted by a bunch of different things. Like the first episode is like a fog that takes people, kind of like the movie The Fog or something. And then the second, there's only 2 episodes out right now. The second episode is about a haunted hotel, and it's like they make him stay in there, in the captain's suite or something. And it's like haunted, and it like fucks with his head and stuff. But it's not like scary. It's funny. It's got
Where can you
Kate
watch that
O'Flynn in
at?
it. Apple Plus, but again, you can watch it on my Plex because I don't have Apple
Okay,
Plus.
okay. I couldn't
um,
remember if you said that or not. Sorry.
uh, Stephen Root is in it. Who is that one guy? He took over the voice of Dale on King of the Hill. Um,
Oh shit.
Toby
I don't
Huss.
know.
Toby Huss. He's in it. He's like a preacher who doesn't give a fuck about anything. He's like, and he's like, blah blah blah, Bible, Bible, Bible.
God.
um, yeah, it's I'm really into it right now. It's funny. It's kind of creepy. It doesn't take itself too seriously. And it's been a while since we talked about this, so I'm just gonna rapid fire some of this.
Okay.
One Piece season two. I was surprised how much I liked One Piece season one. Season two is pretty good too. It's like based off that never-ending manga. There's like over 100 episodes or whatever.
You watch
Um,
any of that ever at all? I never have.
I'm just watching the live action one,
Okay.
and it's pretty good. It's like it's very anime. It doesn't shy away from the anime at all. It's basically like Scott Pilgrim versus the world with pirates. So
Nice.
it's fun. Yeah, they have like the premise of it, if you don't know, is that there's this one pirate, and he hid the one piece of treasure that everyone seeks, and it follows this goofy, very positive, like like we talked about Superman or Night of the Seven Kingdoms. It's very positive kind of guy. He's like very positive. His name is Monkey D. Luffy, and he can like
Okay.
they take like, and some of these people have special powers. They eat this thing called devil fruit, and it gives them random different powers. His is like stretching, like Mr. Fantastic or something from the Fantastic Four. But
Waiting for Dawson
um,
reference, but I'll give you Mr. Fantastic. That's fine.
yeah, there,
Dawson was right
Dalton. Yeah.
there.
Yeah, that's good. If you ever want something fun to watch, that's kind of like adventurous and fun. Yeah, watch that. I just finished Invincible season 4, so I don't know if you're familiar with Invincible, but it's the animation is like a Saturday morning cartoon, but this is like fucking graphic. Like people get their
Mm,
fucking bodies blown up and shit. And to me, right now, Invincible is a 5 out of 5 show. I love this show. It never gets
Jesus.
tiring. Like, if you don't know the premise, it's like it follows this guy. He calls himself Invincible. He's not invincible. He gets the fuck beat out of him like every other episode. Like, and his dad is like Superman. So in the first season, he's starting to get his powers. His dad's teaching him how to use his powers. But at the end of the season, he finds out his dad's basically like from Viltrum. So that's kind of like Krypton, but they're Nazis. They want to take over other planets and stuff. So his dad's evil. And the whole this is season one. The whole finale of that season one, he beats the fuck out of his own son. He's about to kill him, but he like fucks off into space and everything. So he's like dealing with that. He's trying to like be a better superhero than him, but so much happened since then, and now his dad kind of made a face turn, even though he killed like hundreds of people on Earth through their battle. Like when they
God.
fight, it's like a Dragon Ball Z fight, and they go into the city. They're destroying the city. He takes Mark, his son. He does this in front of a subway. The subway goes through them. It's like splattering people in the subway as it's fucked up. And the thing is, like, with this show, every time there's a fight, I get kind of scared about who's going to die. It's that unpredictable, but it's fun. It's funny because it looks like a Saturday morning cartoon. It looks like X-Men, like the art style and everything. But this season, they're basically taking the fight to Viltrum because they want to take over. They're trying to they're worried they're going to try to take over Earth and everything. And this is also the show's ran by Seth Rogen, and he does a voice of a character named Alan the Alien, and it's a good show. I really like it. I always look forward to it, and it comes out on a yearly basis too, so that helps like kind of keep me engaged with it.
I know a little bit about it just from like clips and stuff I've seen. It seems pretty interesting.
Yeah. And they already said the next season's coming next year. I mean, that's pretty impressive. They said they already did all the voice work. They're just waiting on the animation and stuff. So they got a good pipeline with that show. Daredevil Born Again season 2. I've been watching it. It's about over. I'm liking it. It seems more. It seems better because they shot a lot of the first season, and then it's like, well, this sucks. So they got a new showrunner, and they had to like redo it and everything. It's got Bullseye's in it, and he's like awesome in it. It's just like they don't have Punisher this season. Punisher's getting his own one shot. It's like
he's got his own like one-off shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
And literally like Punisher one shot or whatever, like a war journal.
And it's funny because everything that happened in season 1, like Fisk becomes mayor. He like has this vigilante task force that they kind of like take Punisher symbol and wear it, and kind of like cops do, or they have the Punisher. They don't.
Yes.
They just miss the whole like idea of what Punisher
fucking
is.
Point. Yeah.
But the funny thing is like they did that, and then everything here politically happened with Trump and ICE and everything. I'm like, they didn't copy that. So like they shot this before that, and now they're kind of in this one. They're kind of leaning into that, like how he has his face plastered everywhere, and it's kind of like a fascist takeover of New York, and especially like the way they use the vigilante task force, where they just raid places and take people and stuff. But they always say it's like, as ridiculous as we try to go, reality is even more ridiculous.
Yeah.
And that kind of brings me to The Boys season 5. It's the last season. This again is by Seth Rogen. I don't like it as much as Invincible because it's live action, so they can't just do as much as with animated, but it's very like edgelord humor taken to the extreme. Like
I've seen like a couple episodes of it.
Yeah, I'm really I'm interested to see how it ends and everything, and I still enjoy it on a surface level, really. But it's got they're trying to come up with the soup killing virus to kill Homelander because he's like the god and everything, and I don't want to go too far into it because you haven't really watched it. I don't know if you even will, but
just some of the shit that I know about it, and I knew a little bit about the comic and stuff. It's just so fucking the kind of edgelord shit, and then I get kind of over that sometimes, even though I know I say fuck all the time, but also just it's just too dark for me, dude. I think a lot of times it's just fucking dark, and I get a lot of that and other shit. I just don't. But that's not to say it's a terrible show, because some of those scenes from it were really fucking good that I've seen.
Yeah,
some of those fights, and I really like old Johnny Cage there. I'm already forgetting his name. Why do I always forget? Carl Urban. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Calling everyone cunt. You're a right fucking cunt.
Yeah, you're a right cunt, ain't you?
Okay, so this is another thing where, kind of like Daredevil, they're kind of leaning into the absurdity of trying to be more absurd than reality. But so there's like a whole arc with So they're trying to kill Homelander with the soup killing virus, right? Well, they find out like his dad is played by Jansel Eccles. He plays kind of
Yeah,
like that version
from
of
he was the
uh,
original one, like the prototype, and he was
yeah.
in Supernatural. Yeah,
He's like
I've seen.
he's like their Captain America, basically, but a fucked up
Yeah,
Captain America. Like he's a fucked up Superman. But he got the first version of V1. It's called V1, and it makes him immune to that, and it makes him live forever. He never ages or anything. So Homelander's trying to get that, and they had this whole scene where, oh, what's the actress's name from the second Back to the Future and
Elizabeth
Adventures of
Shue,
Babysitting. Elizabeth Shue. Elizabeth Shue was like she
the
ran the
mother
corporation
or whatever.
in the
Yeah,
first season, and he kills her at the end of the first season. But he gets like this vision of her as like Jesus, and um, kind of like opens her. She used to breastfeed Homelander, the evil Superman. He's got a thing with breast milk, and she comes to him in a vision and is like, you need to become God and get this V1. So he's looking for V1 to become God. And then before that even happened, you had Trump. He had that one picture of him healing someone as Jesus Christ,
yeah.
and the people are like, "How do we out fucking do reality anymore? Like, this is too ridiculous. We're trying to be as
Jesus, bro.
ridiculous as possible, but we can't beat reality now." So it's just, it's funny. Yeah, and
Fucking
then
insane.
it's funny because this is the last season. Okay, so I told you about
Mhm.
Homelander loves being breastfed.
Breast
He loves
milk.
breast milk and stuff. There's a character. He's one of the good guys, one of the boys, and his name's Mother's Milk. And, and there's this hilarious scene. He's got him. He's got him captured, and he's like, "Butcher, you never told me his nickname was Mother's Milk." And he licks his lips.
God.
Like all those seasons, he never knew his nickname was Mother's Milk. But I thought that was funny. I got back on Survivor watching it. It's in the hands of the fans because of season 50. The reason I decided to watch it because Mike White returned to it. You know Mike White, the original Schneebly from
Yeah,
School of Rock.
yeah.
He made
Yeah, he's
White
like a
Lotus
bit.
and
He
stuff.
does the white, yeah, White Lotus. Yeah.
Hmm. And he got eliminated pretty quickly, but I don't know. I'm back on the Survivor hook for some
Is this
reason.
Celebrity
Like,
Survivor? Is that what it
no,
is?
they got
He
like
was just
some
in it.
the more notable survivors from the previous 50 seasons to come back and kind of like all stars, you know.
He was in a Survivor
Yeah, he was in a Survivor like I don't know, like 5 years
before.
ago or something before White Lotus. Like he was in it. He got pretty far too. I don't think he won.
That's so fucking weird. Well, because what I mean, and that's why I says like celebrity. He was an actor. He was a cop in another movie. I remember, and like I
Hmm.
just remember seeing him in several other movies, and then he started to. And so in between the acting and the directing, instead of being a waiter in fucking L.A. like most of those assholes have to do, which sucks. But like you know what I mean, like because
Yeah.
they fucking the Shermanator. They remember there like a 10 years ago or something, he was like, somebody was taking pictures of him. He was a waiter at some restaurant or something, like a bus
Do what
boy
you
or
gotta
some
do.
shit. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. It's like fucking that, you know, I don't need no redheads right now. Fucking creepy redhead looking kids right now. Until they
Yeah,
remake Children of the Corn, he'd be perfect for Malachi. Jesus.
well, that brings me to another point. I don't even have this on my notes, but I was like watching The Pit on HBO Max, and very good show. I really enjoy it. But remember that guy, the actor who was in the Cosby Show, and then he was working at like Trader Joe's or something.
Oh, the black guy.
Yeah.
That's like talking about the Cosby Show. I said the black guy. No, let me fit. He was his oldest daughter's husband. That guy.
Yeah, yep,
Okay,
that guy.
the black
He,
guy.
he just showed up as a random doctor on The Pit. I'm like, hey, it's that guy,
Oh, that's
the
good.
Trader Joe's Cosby guy. But I'm glad he got work.
I can't believe I said that. That's so stupid.
Yeah, the black guy.
That was not.
Yeah.
I was not trying to make a joke. I want that to be very obvious because that would have been a bad joke. I was just so stupid. Anyways, yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It made for a pretty funny segment.
Fucking dumb.
And I just finished it today. Like, it was supposed to come out tomorrow on Star Wars Day, but I finished Maul Shadow Lord. I really dig it. Like, it's basically kind of I think it's you know how we went to see Solo, and
Yep.
they had that what's that gang's called? Crimson something. It's like the syndicate, the crime syndicate, and it showed him. He was a leader of it.
Yeah.
I think it's like leading to that to show how he got there. But yeah, I was like really enjoying it. I don't know if you have like any plans to watch it, but yeah,
I don't. Not really immediately. As far as I'm concerned,
okay.
He's still cut in half in the bottom of that fucking pit. But
yeah, he's got robot legs and
it.
everything. No, I mean, there's like a whole history with him, but you know, I had a feeling that he was going to fight Darth Vader at the end of the season, and he does.
Well, now that's interesting. I'll say this too. It's kind of the other thing. Is kind of the other reason is I feel like I'd have to go and watch Clone Wars and shit. And I did watch some Clone Wars. I feel like I'd have to watch a bunch of other. I don't want to have to watch a bunch of other stuff.
You actually don't have to. That's what the people on the show said. Is like they don't want you to do homework. And there's like a whole episode dedicated to show what happened to him between the Phantom Menace and this show. It's kind of like he's having a flashback where he's trying to. Like,
all right.
Yeah. So
I might fuck around and watch it then. It's 3D animated, right?
Yeah. And there's like some awesome lightsaber duels. There's like 2 like Inquisitors, you know, they're not really Sith. They hunt down the Jedi, and one looks like he's got a plague mask on, and one looks like a fucking leather daddy with he looks like the dude from Dead Space. So yeah, it's pretty good. I enjoyed it. And that's it for me. Do you have like any like physical media roundup?
Do I? I'm trying to think. I haven't bought any new, not physical, I don't think. No new movie. My record, I've ordered some new records. They have not come yet.
Okay.
I don't believe, I'm so dumb. Like I don't think I did. No, I don't believe I did. I got a cat. I got a big old hairy biscuit cat right there.
I got a few things. I'm gonna bring them out here real quick. It's been a while, so I gathered quite a bit here.
God damn, there's some good shit on Arrow Video. I've been wanting to grab. I know that. I think the last time we chatted, you told me about something that was coming out there too.
Yeah, I pre-ordered the Dollars trilogy on Arrow.
Fuck.
Can't wait to get that. But that's for another time. But then this summer, usually in the next couple of months, they're gonna have a Criterion sale at Barnes and Noble. I want to pick up Pee-wee's Big Adventure there.
Fucking
anyway, I got a couple comic books. So I got this because I heard good things about it. I listened to a podcast called Nerd of Mouth, and they talked about the entire series of this. But this is Absolute Batman.
Oh, damn.
And I was like, is this fucking grim, dark Batman? Because this is Batman when he's not rich. His mom's still alive. And it's kind of like a world where Darkseid has already taken over. He's just very smart and knows how to fight. And his bat symbol turns into a battle axe.
Goddamn.
He can have like spikes come out of his cape. So I really like this. This is fucking awesome. Like, there's a lot of big ideas in it, and this is just the first volume, but it feels like a comic book I read in the 90s. Like,
fuck yeah.
You know, the Spawn era and stuff.
That looks like one of the 90s logos too, kind of. It kind of looks. Yeah.
This is so in this he's kind of like fighting Black Mask in it. And instead of like goons, so and this is kind of a smart thing. So he starts this kind of like Grand Theft Auto in reality. So he has this app, and if you pull off these crimes and stuff, you'll get cryptocurrency.
Oh,
So
geez. Okay.
yeah, it's pretty wild though. I really like it, and I'm like looking forward to reading. I'm thinking about getting like a DC Unlimited or something subscription and just kind of blowing through some of these Absolute series because they have one of Wonder. They said Wonder Woman's the next best one they have, and then Absolute Superman, Martian Manhunter. They have a few others. I think Absolute Flash and stuff. So it kind of got me back into it a little bit, the comic books.
Oh, yeah.
And I got this. I haven't finished it yet. I just kind of started it a little bit, but Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I guess it's like very close to the movie coming out from what I've read already. um, the guy I went to Graham Cracker Comics. There's a bunch around here, and I bought this. And the guy was telling me the guy that wrote this, um, he's the same guy that wrote the movie coming out, and he originally wanted Lobo in this comic book, but they wouldn't let him. So basically, this is that writer's director's cut, the movie that's coming out. Like he's able to add Lobo to that story.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, it is. Let me see here. So it's kind of like a fantasy western tone almost, and yeah, it's just very different. I got a couple movies here. I pre-ordered this because it was cheap. It was like $14, but they re-released Jurassic Park on 4K
Ooh.
with Dolby. They added Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos sound and everything. So this is like
They
one
got
of those movies.
butthole mouths in it.
I mean, I didn't see the other 4K, but the Dolby Vision makes a lot of difference when it has that. I figure this is the movie I need to own with like the best quality.
Well, because the reason I ask is because that's a movie you don't need. You don't want to fucking fuck that up because it looks so good. You know what I mean? Like the limited use CGI and stuff like that, and got to keep her a little mucked up. I guess would be. Well, I don't know. I don't know. You don't want that ultra 4K. That's scary, and I don't. But also, more importantly, I just don't want to see like the AI shit that James Cameron did. That still upsets the fuck out of me to this day that he did that.
I think that is very uncommon for people to use AI. They'll use like camera negatives and kind of like clean it up. And I mean, these are on like basically shot for 8K. So in theaters, if you're watching it in theater, it's basically like 8K picture quality. But and I bought these because they were on eBay for like $8 a piece. I haven't ever watched this one all the way through, but I picked up The Untouchables 4K.
Nice.
I just remember the one scene, Union Station. So
oh yeah,
that's on the cover there. But this is the one I always wanted to own on 4K, and I was surprised it was a steel book. But one of my favorite comedies of all time, Wayne's World.
Okay.
So,
I just recently rewatched that, man. That movie still holds up. God damn it.
Yeah. Penelope Spheris directed it, and then she directed like this punk rock movie I just watched on Tubi like a year ago.
Oh fuck!
It was kind of like
the end of civilization, or what's it called? Fuck, what is that called? There's like 3 of them now because she's done like it's the one where fucking where Ozzy Osbourne's making breakfast, right?
No. Suburbia is the one I watched.
Oh, never mind. And I'm way off base. I'm thinking of a completely different movie then.
Yeah. Maybe I need to watch that then because I kind of like Suburbia. It's kind of fucked up. Like it was pretty dark. It's about like a bunch of homeless punk rock kids and this little kid gets ran over or something. Yeah. But, those are my movies. And I think you'll be impressed with this one. I haven't been buying board games very recently because I have like a collection. I'm trying to get rid of some, but this is one I had my eye on for a while, and I finally like bit the bullet, used some of my Amazon rewards to help bring down the price. But this is big. Ninja Turtles Unmatched.
Oh, what the fuck is that? What's that about?
Here, it's noisy.
I hear it shaking.
Yeah.
A lot of pieces in there.
So, okay, let me let me explain what the Unmatched series is. So it
Oh,
started out.
that's a whole like board game sub thing. Okay, yeah, please.
Okay. So Unmatched started as like a head-on-head battler, and the first one I have is Cobble and Stone. You can play. You get to play it as like real life people or different characters. You can mix and match. So Cobble and Stone had the Invisible Man, um, Jekyll and Hyde, Dracula, and Sherlock Holmes in it. And basically, it's like you're going to be Sherlock Holmes, I'm going to be Dracula, and Dracula's got his 3 wives and everything, and we're going to
Uh,
fight. And you basically play cards to do defenses and attacks and stuff and special
oh,
moves.
that's
I
cool.
mean, they all have different abilities and everything. It's really fun. But then they started doing like the cooperative version. So they came out with what was it? Unmatched Tales to Amaze, where you're either fighting the Blob or Martian invaders. Anyway, they came out with this one, and on this one, it's got 2 sides of a board. One is like the Technodrome, and one is New York City. You can fight either Shredder or Krang on either side, and then they
Oh,
have
that's cool.
henchmen you have to fight. You have you have characters that are with you too, like side characters, but like Leonardo, he's like more the tactician. His move set. Raphael's the heavy hitter. Um, so Leonardo as his ally is Splinter. Raphael as his ally is Casey Jones. Donatello, they say he plays the long game. He's like weak at first, but you get upgrades and stuff to make him more
Yeah.
powerful later in the game. I think his is maybe April O'Neil. Michelangelo's like high mobility. He can just zip through the board and attack people and stuff. So it's like I said, like if you didn't want, if you could take Dracula from one set, put it in this. Like I'm Dracula fighting Shredder. you know,
That's fucking cool.
that's
Okay,
how it
that's
works. And then
awesome.
they have like they have so many sets. Like they have Marvel characters. They have like Bruce Lee as a character you can get. And they make it like Bruce Lee. Like he'll come up to you, punch, 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 and then get back. Like it's kind of awesome.
Man,
It's
that's
kind of
fun.
like a arena battler almost, and they have like their ultimate special moves and stuff. And yeah, it's awesome. You got to like really manage your hand because if you run out of cards, then your health gets depleted. So yeah,
Yeah,
I can't wait to break that out sometime.
that's fucking cool.
But yeah, that's all my physical media for the past month.
Yeah, I wish I had. I know I'm forgetting something I've probably got, but if it does happen, I'll remember later, and
All
I
right.
will show it.
Um, all right. We can just talk about the bullshit that happened the past week. And I'm kind of curious. Have you watched the Resident Evil trailer yet?
Mm.
You haven't? All right.
Mm-mm. Apparently, it has like nothing to do with the games. Well, you had already discussed that when we talked about it before, I believe.
Yeah, I did a video on it.
Oh hell,
I got some
I
people
probably
defending it.
watched that.
Let me just pull up Brave here. You still with me?
Yeah, I'm just chilling.
Okay. I could you weren't moving. I didn't know if you like
Well,
froze.
that's what I mean. I'm just. I guess I
Yeah, I
could be
got
looking at these other Arrow video thingies here. No, you're good.
screen.
Oh yeah, there's that fucking Mortal Kombat collection. Shit.
Yeah. You got to buy that piece of shit first one.
GI
Can you
Samurai.
see
No, the
this?
second one. Not the first. Yeah, I can see it. Yep.
All right. I want to play it.
Do it.
Hello? I had a little bit of a problem on the road. I was wondering if I could use your phone. Hello?
Running very good.
What?
I said it's running very good.
Oh.
Hey, babe. Look, I'm really sorry that we got disconnected earlier, but some things have happened. I'm in like a seriously fucked up situation right now. And it looks like there's a chance that we might not get to talk to each other again.
Uh-oh.
I just wanted you to know. I love you.
Teaser trailer.
I gotta say, that looks pretty fucking interesting.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think I might want to watch that movie, to be for real. Like, I didn't watch Weapons. I know it got high praise.
Yeah, Weapons is very good. I would recommend watching it because it does have a lot of humor to it. I mean, of course, it's Zach Cregger from The Whitest Kids You Know, but yeah, people are complaining about this not being. This is supposed to be during Resident Evil 2 somewhere else in Raccoon City. And people are complaining about there being snow or whatever, and then not having characters in it. And it's kind of funny because Zach Cregger had like a trailer breakdown, and as soon as this came up on IGN, and what he was saying was pretty interesting. Like he was kind of going into like not exactly adapting like a Resident Evil story, but like the feeling of a Resident Evil, like the spirit, the gameplay of it. Like he's got a pistol at first, and then he gets a shotgun.
Yeah, and then he had later the shotgun.
He has a machine gun after that. And he said he threw a bunch of Easter eggs in here, like when he's on the phone, when he's on the floor here, and it pans out a little bit. Like right here, that's supposed to be a green herb.
Really?
He said it's not a zombie movie because there's only like 3 scenes with actual zombies in it, and we get to see 2 of them in the trailer. It's more about the creatures that are created from like the T virus, I guess. Like,
yeah, because I was gonna say that whatever that thing was coming out of the house was moving way too fucking fast. That had to be some kind of new thing. Where like the legs came up this way.
yeah, it's like or this thing.
That's the zombie, right?
They said I think this is a creature, and people are joking. It's like that's Mr. XXL.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, it kind of looks like Mr. X.
There was a meme. It's like when you wake up in the middle of the night and your dad's sitting there on a toilet with the door open.
It's pretty fucking creepy though. Yeah,
that's like
gotta
this.
be
Yeah.
Probably just a bunch of people sewed together.
Yeah, I'm hyped. I mean, he has not really missed at all, and then I don't know what the fuck this is, but it just seems like definitely like a haunted house thing. But people are like, "Where's Leon? Where's Jill? Where's?" And I think a lot of the people just grew up with those action Resident Evil movies, really like.
Well, and also Resident Evil is another kind of the weird fandom kind of thing. It's every time a new Resident Evil game comes out, there's a lot of discourse because like, what the fuck's this got to do with the? Where's Leon? And that's why Leon's in the new one. Like, even though those last couple of games weren't bad, the one with the Big Mama or whatever, and then I think the one before that, because they are like the one where you're like in a cannibal house or whatever, they were still. I mean, those were, it's a. You can make a Contra game without anything. Or you can make a Contra movie and not have a fucking spread gun in it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I know I get it. He's using the universe to tell a different story, and you don't have to use. My cats are about to get in here. Hey,
I know. Like, what's going on back there?
Like, motherfucker, where's the dope at, man? I'll get us some. You guys are getting snacks yet? I'll see if I'll calm the old man. He ain't paying attention. Hanging the fuck out. But yeah, I think that movie. I think that actually looks pretty interesting. I think I would play it or watch that for sure.
It kind of brings me to an interesting point where how we kept getting these action games with Resident Evil, and people were kind of rejecting them. Then so they kind of like reverse course with Resident Evil 7 and Resident Evil Village. But imagine if the discourse would be if those weren't games, those were movies. We're making a Resident Evil movie, and it's like based on the redneck family and giant vampire lady. People would shit their pants like, what the fuck is it? This isn't Resident Evil, but it's a video game and people were praising it. So what if this was a game and people are like, wow, I can't wait to play this. And it's like that, but it's a movie. It's like, that's not Resident Evil. What the fuck? Where's Leon? Where's the backflips?
You know what'd be cool though is like, what if this was the first time they made a game and adapted it from a movie using their own product? That'd be fuck crazy. There you go, the movie. Yeah. Resident Evil, the movie, the game. But the second version of the movie, the game, but not the first game. Resident Evil, the second movie franchise, the additional game. The series.
The DLC. You've already watched the new Street Fighter trailer, right?
Yes.
I want to just share it. I'm not going to play it, but I'll just mute it here. And we can have some of your commentary on it here. I'm curious of what you think about it. I know you already kind of talked about it a little bit, but
yeah, I still don't think it's going to be a good movie, or it's going to be a movie that we watch and then never talk about again. Probably for me, honestly, now I'm not going to dog shit every single thing about it. I won't, but Balrog's hair is still bad. That's still bad. That's cool that's El Fuerte, but why is El Fuerte fat? I don't know. There's the scene of Dan we're gonna get. They probably cut him way out of the movie. Chun-Li, like I said before, all of the costumes and stuff like that's cool. They never beat up a car before in the in the other. I think that's cool. But I mean, I don't know how. I honestly don't know how the movie's going to flow. I don't know how. So, like, while I do think it's interesting, they're going from Ken's perspective. Like, it's the story is told through him, I guess, because every scene a trailer mostly is showing him. It's like, I don't know. Maybe they could have focused on him and Ryu. See, right there, that picture. Pause on that.
Okay.
Sorry, just real quick.
Yeah.
Pause on that picture. Okay. That is what I said. I told this to you before, but I'll say it on the video. And this is not from me. I saw this on a Reddit post. They are wearing the clothes that their characters wore in the original Street Fighter movie. Damien, the guy from Blood In, Blood Out or whatever. And
I can't believe you remember the actor's name from that 94 movie.
It's because and in I don't remember who the other guy was that played Ryu, but they're wearing the clothes. They're wearing funny. Those clothes that they wore. So that's fucking funny.
What does that say? World Warrior Tournament, 1987. Yeah, so this takes place in 93, right? That's awesome. I like that.
Yeah, this is supposed to be Street Fighter 2 from what I understand. But I'm going to assume they're taking some fucking liberties, because why is Ryu all shaggy and stuff? Because in between, like, see, what is this shit about?
Is that Metro City?
I don't know if it's Metro City, but like, and then what's this shit about? Oh, okay.
I think Chun-Li's like, gathering all the fighters.
Yeah. So is she like Bison's agent? Bison killed her fucking dad. For her, it was Tuesday.
Or maybe she's trying to get the good guys, maybe, like the fight Bison.
Well, if you saw the trailers, did you know, or not the trailers, but did you see the two promotional posters where one has one set of guys and one has the other set? The
Yeah,
one with Bison on it has like Zangief. I think Dalzim's on that one. So some of these guys, I guess. So I don't know if that's what they're trying to portray, but one of the other posters is really fucking cool. It's that, remember that picture of glowing hands in Bison where his hands are glowing like this and Ryu's in front of him. They
Yeah.
redid that for this movie, which I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, so like they're fighting. That'll be all right. I guess we need a Ken and Ryu fight, but I see. Wish it was in different circumstances, you know.
No, they had a falling out. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully,
What I mean is like I want to see them in their
Ken.
geese beating the fuck out of each other or sparring or something. Why they hate each other?
Well,
see?
I mean, he does shoot a
Why is the
fireball
world
at him,
polluted?
right? They show him like in an alley fighting when they're geese.
I can see they're going fight. I get it. It's not. This is not what real Earth is like. It's not. This is definitely a dramatization.
That's
it's
an
hanging by her head.
exaggerated
Yeah, it's definitely
world.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
obviously, if they're,
I think I like the fact that they're embracing just being a fucking video game and just going like bonkers with it. Like
I've said this a million times. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it actually is fun to watch. I hope it's even a movie worth owning because I fucking own it. Like, dude, I'd be if I saw this when I was a kid. This trailer, I'd have a fucking boner. But I'm not a kid anymore. I'm just seeing, and I know it sucks knowing a lot about lore sometimes because then I feel like I'm not being flexible
as much.
enough.
Yeah,
I'm not. I want to be flexible with it, right? Like I want to. That's why I say I want that. So fuck, I did like this a lot.
Yeah, his face.
That's his fucking super combo, dude. Nice. That is magnificent. Yeah, and then he does his tornado kick. That's cool. There, he's got his stuff back.
Oh,
probably told him to go home,
that's
be
like
a family
from the
man.
Animated series, right? Or the animated movie where she's like kicking his face constantly. Like, that's kind of cool.
That looks pretty fucking badass, I gotta say. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say the fights are gonna definitely be the highlight of this movie, and it should be because it's fucking Street Fighter.
Yeah.
We're getting to see lots of the special moves. Nope. Big nope right there. That's a big fucking.
It should have been Kelsey Grammer. That should have been Kelsey
Grammer. Just repurpose the Kelsey Grammer. But okay. All right. I'll say I'm more sold on the movie from this final trailer than any of the shit that came before it. I will say that. I don't know if this is a movie if you were in town, I would go to see this movie with you.
Hell yeah, I make you go with
that's
me.
That's the only circumstances I would do it. It's the only circumstances I would do it. When does it come out again?
October. It comes out the week after my birthday. So we're going to get a lot more trailers between now and then, but yeah. Another thing is I noticed, I think with Ken being the main character, I think from this trailer, what I'm saying, I think one of the standouts is going to be Cami. Like, like she mentions she wasn't impressed with Chun-Li's thighs.
Yeah.
I think just from seeing like the few glimpses we see of Cami in here, I think she's going to be one of the standouts in this movie.
Yeah. Well, and she should be. I still think that's great. I honestly think that's really good casting with 50 Cent being Balrog. While I appreciate them going very accurate with the hairstyles, it's almost too goddamn much. Because
City,
like,
right?
Yeah, I think it's probably Metro City. But yeah, looks wise, it doesn't look too bad. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm still gonna I'm gonna give it more of the benefit of the doubt now than I did before. So,
all right. That's
I
progress.
I honestly on this other rewatch of this, can't go too fucking hard. Like looking at the, it looks good. Like it looks good, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
It's
mean, it's got
not.
like the neon lights and stuff. It looks like
Yeah,
93, you know?
it looks like a fucking, you know. I would hope more for, and the wire work's not mega obvious too, so they've improved on that, you know. That I'll tell you, I will say this: Ken in that all white right there, that should be a costume as SF6.
Okay.
I would buy that because
well,
that's pretty baller.
Have a lot of these costumes in it, like
dude. While we're watching this, let me go off on another tangent. Fucking Street Fighter 6. They are very stingy with new costumes in that game. They have barely put out. They put out because you know you can create your own fighter on that game, right? They put all the transmog kind of shit, all the costume shit in that. So you barely get any costumes for that, and you can't even use your custom fighter in the game, like when you're playing online and stuff. That's just for you can play it. You can, but it's not like in a tournament setting. So it's not a fun. It sucks because some characters already have like 3 and 4 costumes. Obviously, all the hot girls have 5 and 6 costumes, and there's only like a couple of costumes for certain other characters, and there's like they don't showcase them very often when they do. So I would assume between now and then they'll get some movie-based costumes. I mean, fuck, dude, even if they went a step further and did like the 95 Street Fighter movie costumes, but it was the actual characters wearing them, that'd be insane. And then if Jean-Claude gets a bad coke problem again, he's run out of money, he can do some mocap and they can actually put him in Street Fighter and make the Mortal Kombat guys mad because that's supposed to be a Jean-Claude game. but no. So going back to the movie, I'm not excited. That's a movie that I will say I've moved from. Even at the beginning of this, I said I still don't think it's going to be a good movie. I might even let off on that a little bit. I might say I'm cautiously optimistic at this point right now.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. Did you?
That doesn't mean I'm going to start apologizing for shit.
I'm going to make this a whole video and like, hey, link it to the other Street Fighter videos. Kelsey Grammer.
No, you can.
Where's Kelsey Grammer?
I've always gone on record. I've always made sure I said like I could be wrong. I don't want to be a hater. I don't. But I'm gonna hate it if it sucks, or if it's looking at that was pretty nice, and it's obviously it's also. Did you do that? Okay, I was making sure. Okay. I just wanted to make sure somebody wasn't in the fucking. Okay. You saw the other ones, right?
Yeah.
All that fucking shit. Yeah.
Did you watch X-Men 97? Do you ever watch that? I
watched most of it. I watched I don't think I watched like the last couple episodes or something, or did I? Yeah, I think shit. See what I mean? Like I fucking.
You didn't see when Wolverine got his animadium ripped out of his body.
I did. So yeah.
Okay, that's one of the last episodes, I think. But
I
they
did
have like
see
new
that. And then
images.
This is another show where. Yeah, but this is another show where the whole like everybody like whoever the showrunner was is already out, so it's going to move in a new direction and stuff, right?
Well, he was like a weirdo, but then he already wrote season 2.
Okay, so we got one more season then.
Yeah, but I mean,
look, the weirdest motherfuckers are the ones that always make the best entertainment. I've come to find nowadays.
Sucks.
You can't have a soul.
Previously on X-Men, so we get like a preview of what all these.
God, Bone Wolverine looks worse than he did. Click on that. Can you zoom in on that?
Well, they have like.
I remember,
pictures.
Dude.
That's just a preview.
Let me talk.
Okay,
talk about the. Okay, you remember when that saga happened, and he was walking. It was like feral Wolverine, and he was all creeched over with fucking. And he had the and he had no shoes on. He had the hair coming out, and he had that. And then it looks like they took that and still made a superhero costume out of that.
Like, put this shit on. Put this shit on, feral Wolverine. Put your mask on with your hair sticking out.
Because now it's X-Men 98, and now I'm not interested. But it actually, no, I'm just kidding. It doesn't, it looks all, look at, Cyclops has a fucking, what's he got on? He got like a duster and all.
Yeah, they're in like the apocalypse world, I think. Like they're in the far future. So they all got split up in different places. Like,
that's right.
When Xavier and some others are in the past, where before Apocalypse becomes Apocalypse, and yeah, they're all split up everywhere in different timelines and shit.
Yeah.
Here's X-Force, got Jubilee, Archangel, Cable, Psylocke, and Sunspot. And I guess they're like a government-ran team. So, interesting. Yeah, you got these. That's another team. They give them names here. So Cyclops and Jean, they're here. They're in the future, I think, with their daughter in the future. I forgot her name. Something Summers.
Fucking Mackenzie. I don't know.
Mackenzie Summers. Yeah, shot of Jubilee. Yeah, X-Force again. Yeah, I guess they're all in the fucking future. Wolverine, let's look at him. Zoom in on this a little bit. His bone claws. You got Morph. Morph has a crush on Wolverine. Storm, she don't have the mohawk anymore.
Yeah.
There's another X Factor. It's got Havoc and Wolfsbane and Polaris. And who is this?
Oh, they're
Cooper?
Strong Guy.
Yeah, Strong Guy and Multiple Man. I'm digging this. I really like the first season too.
Oh my stars!
Oh my stars and garters. Beast.
That's like a Valentine. Oh my stars and garters, be my Valentine.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting seeing a lot of these new costumes and stuff. I think
designs aren't too bad.
Yeah, it's got bearded. It was kind of weird.
He looks like he's wearing pajamas in that because you can't see his legs. He looks like he's wearing I know he's wearing a waistcoat. It looks like footy pajamas.
I guess this is in the past with Apocalypse, maybe, but I don't know. Even in the comics and in the cartoon, it was always kind of weird to me how Magneto and Rogue are like an item.
Yeah,
I don't know. Oh, X-Corp. Corporation of X-Men.
That's what we need.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about this storyline because I'm not familiar with X-Corp. Hey, Sugar.
You my Valentine. See? I'm telling you.
X-Men 97. Got a little Professor X finally. Yeah. There we go. There's a feral Wolverine and he's got like a fucking the Raphael thing that they put on him.
Yeah.
The do-rag.
Yeah. Let's put the X in sex.
Ready yourselves, my X-Men. Instead of to me, my X-Men. Yeah, I kind of like to see the whole thing play out with Cyclops' brother, Havoc, and named Cyclops, definitely the good guy.
Mm-hmm. God. So I think a lot of those aren't like every member of X Factor dead. Like, because remember Deadpool.
In the Deadpool movie, they killed him off, but...
Well, what I mean is, remember in the middle, or like, they had too many fucking characters, so they gave them like the mutant AIDS or whatever it was to kill a bunch of them off. And
like
it also...
Phalanx? Is that what it was?
The Phalanx, something like that. And it fucking killed that, and it was just an excuse so they kill a bunch of dudes off. And then they keep, comics are so fucking convoluted, dude. I don't think I could ever keep that now.
Well, that's what the nice thing about the Absolute series with DC. It seems like very streamlined. Like they're not trying to lead up to like Justice League. They all have their own separate stories, but sometimes they cross over and stuff. So that's what I was kind of getting to that before it gets too convoluted. But um, I also wanted to bring up. You probably didn't watch it. I just wanted to see if you um, heard anything about it, and that is everything with WrestleMania and stuff going on with WWE.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe. I don't know. I don't
Well,
think so.
okay.
The last news I read that I thought was interesting was Danhausen was the third highest merch seller during WrestleMania weekend.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. So they had like 2 nights. It's 2 nights like New Japan, but I didn't watch night 1 because nothing looked like appealing. So night 1 had Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton, and it's got that bullshit with Pat McAfee and Jelly Roll.
Oh God, yeah.
So WrestleMania has always got like celebrities because it's like they're kind of like linked to the mainstream. You know, the first WrestleMania had what's her face,
Liberace, Cyndi
Lauper, and
several,
but they were never part of the main event. So Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton have a long history. They have legacy with Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and Ted DiBiase Jr. Of course, they had to insert Pat McAfee because TKO wanted him in there. They think he's the next Sylvester Stallone. I don't know why. That's like a leak that came out. They're trying to make him like a big star. Of course, it got shat all over and it ruined the main event. Stephanie Vaquer and Liv Morgan. That was a 6-minute match.
God.
Seth Rollins versus Gunther. I heard it was okay. AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. I don't know. That happened. And then LA Knight and the Usos versus Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and I Show Speed. I don't know who I Show Speed is.
Is AJ Lee not a good wrestler anymore? Or just that match just didn't have no build up or something?
What match?
AJ Lee and
I guess it was okay. I didn't watch this.
You said
I didn't watch the
happened,
first night.
And I quote, if we could re-roll the footage, that happened. No, for real, I wondered because that seemed like that would have been a pretty big match.
Well, the thing is that I was reading on Reddit what people thought about it. They said this is probably one of the worst nights of WrestleMania because, and there was like a graph or something, but a third of the time of the pay-per-view was matches, a third of the time was commercials, and a third of the time was entrances.
Yeah.
So TKO doesn't like wrestling.
Yeah.
And you know, you're paying like ESPN like $30 a month to watch this, and it's like this is what you're getting. Like when I watch an AEW pay-per-view, it's like it's fucking long and it goes on way too late, but it's like match in match. There's no commercials or anything.
Yeah.
I did watch night 2 because it had more interesting matches. They had the ladder match. It was pretty good. The ladder match was actually, it was really good. It reminded me of like an AEW match. Penta, Rey Mysterio. They had like a lot of luchadors in it. Penta won. Sami Zayn versus Trick Williams. I guess that was okay. Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre. Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar finally lost, and it looks like he retired. He like left his boots in the ring.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oba Femi, I heard really good things about him. I missed this match because I was walking Maggie, and it started like really early. I didn't expect it to, but I used Netflix VPN to say I was like from Europe to be able to watch it, and just hooked up my laptop to the TV. Jade Cargill versus Rhea Ripley. And then CM Punk versus Roman Reigns, which is pretty good. So it was a little bit better on night 2, and I just kind of watched it in the background. But and then like the fallout from WrestleMania is like when they start releasing people. And
yeah, okay. So I've seen there's been all these releases, but what? So yeah, fallout. So what the fuck happened? Like behind the scenes shit.
Yeah, it's just like TKO like just getting rid of people to kind of, you know, they're making record profits, of course, and then they're gonna give their CEOs a big raise and fire people to make, cutbacks and stuff. They got rid of Carrie Sane. She was in the middle of a storyline.
Yep.
They got rid of Aleister Black and his wife.
They were just in a fucking promo with Danhausen, like literally like the weekend of WrestleMania or something.
The plan was for Aleister Black to be in the role that Pat McAfee was in for the Randy Orton and Cody Rhodes thing. He was supposed to be involved in the main event, and now he's gone. But he's only been there back a year. He left AEW to go back to WWE. He's there a year, and then they fired him and his wife.
Yeah.
And from the dirt sheets and everything, like they don't want him back in AEW because the thing is like there, it's just reports and stuff, but people can see it in the booking where he was part of the House of Black, and he didn't want to lose. He didn't want to get pinned, so it's either like a ladder match or one of his teammates get pinned. Yeah. And he was just waiting out his contract to kind of go back to WWE, and then he goes back, and then it's like, like you last a year and then they fire him. There's some others, but I'm not really too familiar with them. But I guess the Carrie Sane one was kind of wild too. And then a few days later, they got rid of a few other people. And did you see that the New Day are gone too now?
Yeah, but didn't they requested their release? I thought I read. I just saw that, and then like every single AEW wrestler's like posted, "It's a new day." Yes, it is. Like, like I guess they're gonna go over there. That'd be weird.
They should because Motor City Machine Guns is another tag team, and AEW is wanting them, but they went to WWE instead. They lasted a year. They got fired. But I can see New Day going there because I mean, hell, isn't that one guy really tight with Kenny Omega? Like. Playing Street Fighter and shit.
Well, and in Cesaro, all those guys are fucking tight, like fucking thieves. Or not Cesaro.
They could put on some banger ass matches too. They got some fucking awesome tag teams in AEW right now, and like it looks like they're kind of giving up on the tag team division in WWE again because they never really been big on tag teams anyway. But it seems like. Fuck, Kofi Kingston. How long has he been there? Like 20 years, it seems like.
I know.
He's been there a long ass time.
Fucking time.
And this is kind of interesting. The reason they left is because they're doing TKO being the cheap ass, greedy bastards they are. They're doing like contract restructuring apparently.
Yeah.
And that's why they left. They're not re-upping their contract. Like, they're kind of like cutting back on them. Okay, so Roman Reigns versus CM Punk. Roman Reigns won the title.
Yep.
And he's like, I'm not going to be gone all the time. I'm going to defend this on a regular basis. And he was on the promos for Raw and all the upcoming shows.
And
now
they took
he's
him
taken off of it.
Yeah.
He's taken off of it, and they're doing contract restructuring. Like, are they really trying to pull that shit on their like biggest star?
Is that what the rumor is? Why?
That's one of the rumors. Is like, what's what's his name? Joe Anoa'i? Is that his like real name?
Joe Anoa'i, or I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
It's like have him come and like go face to face with John Moxley again and stuff. But that's probably a long shot and everything, but he's still like the champion. But I don't know. I thought those were kind of interesting things.
Bro, that would be some like Monday Night War shit. If just like tomorrow this motherfucker walks out like holy fuck. I would like to see that's some exciting shit there.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't really give a fuck about Roman Reigns, but I recognize that he has become big. Man, remember how much we used to hate that motherfucker? Every time I go over to your house, I watch, this motherfucker sucks, dude. And they finally got him over. They got him the fuck over, man.
They had to turn him heel.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Put the red peppers on him and think it made it
red
better.
Peppers.
That's all it looks like. It just looks like fucking red peppers, man. Does that make your eyes hurt, motherfucker? Necklace. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, fuck.
But I don't know. I thought that was kind of interesting. WrestleMania season, I didn't give a shit. I kind of turned it on because there's nothing else on. I just had it on the background. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up real quick. But
yeah.
That's about all I've got to talk about, really.
I think that's about all I got too, buddy.
So, yeah, like and subscribe. You can get this podcast on Spotify and Apple
Get the merch.
Podcasts.
Look how cool
Yeah,
this
the
shirt
merch.
is. This shirt is thick. It's so nice. Look at it.
I know. Buy this.
You can't see the
buy our
sun through it.
Go.
It's fucking nice.
Go
yeah.
to our Patreon. Go to our YouTube memberships.
There's shirtless pictures of me on there. Not yet, but I'll make it happen. We'll
Don't make
a
me
shirtless
e-bag here.
Yeah, I'll e-bag. I'm shameless. I don't care.
You can promote your Twitch.
Oh yeah, twitch.tv/Omogand. I'm over there about every night, 2 or 3 hours most of the time. Sometimes on weekends.
All right. Well, that's all this week, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.